Muhammadu Buhari is talking tough again regarding state of affairs in the country. The president has vowed that no individual or group will be allowed to destabilize Nigeria. In a statement by presidential spokesman Femi Adesina, the president urged governors, service chiefs, as well as Nigerians to resist agents bent on causing breakdown of law and order in the country. Meanwhile, the bomb explosion, which occurred at Iware town in Ado-Kola, local government area of Taraba State, has claimed the lives of more than 7 persons, while many others were injured. Today, the president had, I think, iftar after breakfast with these guys yesterday, service chiefs, and he was talking about some agents that are bent in destabilizing Nigerians, that we should not allow these agents to destabilize the country.
It's a good message to get across to our people, but we need a lot more than these usual sound bites. We need a lot more. Our strategy has to be top notch. We have to show greater commitment. The armed forces have to be more professional, more resolute in defeating these people. I'm happy to say it all the time that in the Northeast we are winning the war. We are winning the war. The signs are there. The Boko Haram's days are numbered. We are winning the war. When was the last time you had the Boko Haram invaded an army base? In those days, they used to have invaded army bases now, steal their weapons, and some of us will report it, thereby incurring the hatred of paid agents. But these days, you can't even hear of such things because we have literally reduced them to the point that they can hardly pose any threat to our troops anymore. And that is what we want to see in the Northwest and North Central as well. If you look at the recent survey that we analyzed on Sunday, you will see that even the number of kidnap cases from the Northeast have gone down drastically. Southwest is the safest part of our country, with only 36 kidnap cases reported in a quarter, whereas 700 and something was reported in respect of the Northwest. The difference is clear.
36.
Yes, 36 to 700 and something, That's why every time the Americans send out their travel advisory, they always leave out the Southwest. That's the only geopolitical zone in our country that they tell you you can go. Other places, South, Southeast, they warn their people because the Southwest have been kept safe largely. What needs to be addressed, especially in Lagos, is this cultism, because these cultists could now graduate to something else. If we are looking at them and the governor and his people don't address it, if they continue to think it's a small problem, the blowback will be, look, even Lekki, Raja, all those areas now. Yes. So we have to address that because they are destabilizing the peace of our people. So the president is saying, look, nobody should match those words with action, the best that he can muster. Because as we said before, this president has done a lot in the area of infrastructure development. But if he does not address this security problem, if manifest changes don't happen before he leaves office, it is by this insecurity that it will be remembered the most. There's no doubt about it. I'm a historian. I know that I've seen regimes that did very well, yet people don't talk about them. They talk about them for the negative things that they refuse to address. So this is the thing. He's got to do much better. He's got to do much better.
Some people will say 7 years after, or 6 years after, 6.5, 7 years after, the president is still saying the same thing, that they've not seen him, coming out decisively and coming out ruthlessly against insecurity.
I just wonder what else needs to be done, because he has changed the service chiefs. how many times? We've heard of all kinds of strategies deployed and all of that. And the problem still persists. Now look at the dimension in Taraba. Bombing. I hope we're not getting into a more dangerous phase of this insecurity. But be that as it may, government must still do its work. It's not just a issue. The president needs to be decisive. Everybody has told him. He's a commander-in-chief. He has to be decisive. He has to be very decisive to make sure that these people don't move beyond, in fact, that they are totally routed, that they are totally annihilated, so that we'll have a safer nation. The president must work harder with his service chiefs. And he's also calling on Nigerians. But Nigerians are traumatized. Nigerians are looking up to him. He is now calling on Nigerians. So it's just like a merry-go-round. Nigerians are saying, Mr. President, secure our nation. And he's now saying that Nigerians should also help to prevent destabilization of the nation. How? Without arms, without means of defense. I think the president needs to really look more closely at the problem. We're in a state of emergency concerning insecurity.
Let's quickly mention that Taraba incident. The bomb explosion is something that is kind of new.
Yes, even at the height of Boko Haram insurgency, they didn't have a foothold in Taraba State. They didn't go there. So I really don't know
what happened.
Maybe in a number of days, in a few days,
you get a clearer
picture. But when these things happen, sometimes a lot of what you read are just conjectures, rumors, speculation, and all that. You need time, to actually get a firm grip on what has happened, because I can't explain this. There was a time when Boko Haram was bombing viewing centers and all that, but that was in places like Plateau State, in
Adamawa.
And those. But to go all the way to Taraba, one of the farthest points in our country, I mean, it's not something that anyone expected. Yes, bandits are in large numbers in that area, but terrorist action like this one, except if it was targeted at someone, maybe the intention was to kill someone and they just dropped the explosive devices there and left. Because look, these things are not difficult to put together these days. Some reports are saying 7 killed someone. We still don't have the complete story.
Okay.